I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Slay Light and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome. Happy What's Good Wednesday here on my channel. We're going to see what good things are coming in for you. The scope is either right now or in the very near future. I don't really have control over it. You know, you're all on different timelines and stuff. This morning, as I was getting ready, I did hear specifically that this reading needs to be tailored to someone who's either going through a very difficult time right now, or who has just in generally had a difficult life, and my higher self wants me to use my Tower Takeover deck because I've dedicated this deck specifically for readings about people in turmoil. So I'm gonna do that. It's a little different than normal. Normally I just kind of see what's going on. But I'm going to start with the Kipper and get some information and maybe use my Tower Takeover here to get sort of a backstory to figure out if this is your reading or not. And then we'll get what good things are coming into you or what good things are around you right now that are meant for you. Okay, long-winded, but here we go. Awkward. I don't know. I'm like all thrown off. All right, I'm going to clear for you. Clear for me. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much for being here. All right, let's see. Spirit, can you please connect me to my wonderful darling here? Can you give me sort of an overview about them, about their life, about what's going on, sort of the challenges that they've had to face recently, and then what good things are coming in? Thank you. All right, tell me about my darling here. What's going on? Change. I love that. Mature woman. It's on bottom. Mature man underneath that. Official person under that. And then thief. Yesterday I was picking up on someone stealing something, so this could be related to that reading, but not necessarily. It's 4 cards under, okay? I'm going to pay little attention to that. There's a big change happening. Big changes around you. I'm going to get the Moonology Oracle deck because only 1 card came out and I want to get some more details. There's been a lot of things changing around you. Perhaps everything about your life has changed. Maybe you were living one sort of lifestyle before and now you're living a completely different lifestyle. It could be what you've gone through has been a job loss or, you know, a sort of crumbling of a family foundation, family structure. Change is really infinite on what that could mean, but I also see that that means that better things are coming. So let's see, Spirit, can you give me some Moonology oracles here about my darling's situation, about what's going on for them and the good things coming in for them as they go through this time of change? Don't let your past hold you back. Believe in the impossible. Okay, so I feel like what could have been going on in your life is that something fell apart and it seems almost like impossible to come back from it. You kind of think that maybe rock bottom is going to be your permanent place of residence. It's not, though. This is a fear that you're working through. It's a fear because if things change, if things suddenly change, if you lose your job unexpectedly, if, you know, your family structure falls apart unexpectedly, then you can fear going into anything new or similar, trying to restart something somewhere else with someone else. We'll figure out what it means. You can kind of hold yourself back from experiencing new things to get back up on your feet because you may feel like, what's the point? What's the point it's just going to happen again. What's the point? I'm only going to end up heartbroken. What's the point? I'm never going to be as stable or paid as well as I was at this place. I had so many years of tenure built up at this place. Like, I'm going to have to start back over from the bottom. Something about this, like, you're never going to get back to where you were, right? It's a fear, but it's based on feeling like it's impossible to come back from something. Okay, Spirit. They're like, use the Tower Takeover deck. I'm not going to give you any more oracles. Use the Tower Takeover. Okay, can you tell me what has been going on? What is this change that has been going on for my darling? What is happening, and where are you leading them through? Or what good things are coming in to change the change? Take some change with the top of change, please. And someone's like, keep the change. Okay. What has been going on for my lovely darling here? Can you tell me some more details here? The Two of Swords. I don't know if I've told you about this deck. Every card in this deck is a version of the Tower. Okay, that's why I use it only for people going through extreme life circumstances, okay? Two of Swords. It feels like there is something that you maybe knew that you wanted something different, kind of. Like, you weren't completely comfortable with where you were at. It's not major. It feels like just sort of the normal, mundane, day-to-day, like you could use a change to spice up something. There was that sort of desire, but there was also the complacency of comfort, right? And it feels like what happened was that you didn't have even an option to weigh your options. It's just like something happened drastically. And now the Two of Swords being stuck at a crossroads is like, I don't know how to come back from this. I don't know how to come back from this. What else, please? What else has gone on that wanted to come out? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. There's clearly been something that you've spent a lot of time and energy and effort and nurturing and poured a lot into, right? And it's like sometimes you could see the good things about it, but sometimes it wasn't exactly what you wanted. Sometimes you were wondering if it was worth it. And now what has happened is that you kind of see things for, I feel like it's almost a romanticizing the past in a way, right? You're seeing things as better than they were because hindsight feels 20/20 to you, even though hindsight is actually rose-colored glasses, right? This is an issue of someone who I feel like periodically you have a hard time being present or finding the contentment in right now, right? And you may be going through what you're going through, and you're like, there's really nothing to feel content about right now, Hillary. And I want to acknowledge that. Okay, I'm not telling you to bright side a shitty time. I'm really not saying that, but you might be someone who periodically struggles with either thinking about things being better in the future or romanticizing the past, right? And there's this difficult feeling about being present now or doing what you want to do now to make yourself feel content, right? Sort of this kind of energy. When you look back and you reflect and you reanalyze things, then you're like, okay, that was worth the effort, or maybe that wasn't worth the effort, or maybe I should be planning to do something different eventually with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like with the Two of Swords, though, next to the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you don't know how to make something be good for you anymore, right? This is someone who has basically, it feels like they have tried to plant a garden every season, every whatever, every planting season, and they never get, the produce that they are desiring. Like it doesn't turn out fruitful for them. That's what it feels like. Let's see. A figurative garden, obviously. The Chariot, the Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands. Oh, the Hierophant on bottom. Okay. Something happened suddenly. You didn't even have a chance to blink, it doesn't feel like. You didn't have a chance to even blink, to even make a decision. A decision was made for you, right? Someone could have moved out with this Chariot, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands. I'm almost feeling like a spousal energy leaving suddenly. That doesn't necessarily have to be that way, though. There could just be someone around you who maybe, I'm going to read it two ways. There could be someone else around you who has basically convinced you one way or another in every sort of way to do things their way. And then it's like when push came to shove, or when this change happened, it's like you saw their true colors. They were actually very manipulative. They were lying. They were planning things behind your back, and things happened so fast and you just felt blindsided, right? That's story one. The other story is that this Queen of Wands is you, right? So it's almost like there's something that happened here where you maybe were feeling productive at one point. You maybe had a plan in mind. You know, you had a goal in mind. You were working towards it with the Chariot, working towards it with the Seven of Pentacles, and then it's like something that you didn't see coming, something that you weren't aware of happens, and then it knocks you out of your confidence, right? It knocks you out of your confidence. You don't know what to believe anymore. You don't know who to believe. You don't know what to believe. It's sort of changed your day to day, right? The Hierophant can also represent like traditions, or like the daily tradition, right? It can be your complete day to day changing. You having to change everything about what you do. 11:11 on the clock. Underneath that is the Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, Page of Wands. I feel like you had plans for something that did not happen. And like they were promising plans with the Seven of Pentacles. It was promising plans. You put a lot of effort and energy into making it happen, and then it's like it just didn't go as planned. Something didn't go as planned. Okay, Spirit, you'll have to let me know what this is. I'm trying to decide if I want to clarify or if I want to just go into, I'm going to clarify one time and then I will get the good things coming in for you, okay? How this is changing for your betterment. Okay, Spirit, can you give me some specific details about this? Okay, I'm being pulled to use a different deck. I'll get a few cards for this one first and then that other deck. Seven of Swords again, the Emperor. A boss slide. Let's talk about something. Can you narrow down what this was? Knight of Pentacles, it's something that you put a lot of time and effort in. You were very meticulous, methodical about this plan. You took the necessary steps. You were very careful. You were a careful planner about it. The Chariot. This may be a move that happened, or you were planning on moving, possibly. Wheel of Fortune. Three of Cups. I feel like you are someone who maybe has been very focused on changing your standard of living. This is for someone too, specific. Maybe you grew up kind of like me in poverty, right? Maybe you never knew like what it was like to have a consistent meal on the table. Maybe, you had parents who had to work multiple jobs and there wasn't hardly any time. You didn't really have the same standard of living as maybe other kids that you knew in school or something. And your goal in life has been to change your life, right? You're like, I am not going to live like that as an adult. I'm going to do better, right? And it's not a negative thing about your childhood. You're not looking down at your parents. You're nothing like that. You're just like, I know what I want for my life. And so you have been doing the work necessary to get out of this lifestyle, right? To get out of the situation. You've done so much. It's been a long time. Maybe things have even been good for a long time. Something about your friends. Something about your friends is a blockage. Maybe childhood friends are a blockage. Three of Cups, the Hanged Man. Something about your friends is a blockage. I'm not sure specifically about that. Maybe they just kind of keep you in that energy of what you grew up with, what you knew, right? The same energy that you're trying to get out of, that you're trying to do better for yourself. It's like the people you're around keep you in that energy. I don't know why that's coming up. That's like a side note. But I feel like the disappointment here is like you were doing things and feeling confident and things were moving forward, and you were having, taking the necessary steps, doing the things, looking forward to the future. And then whatever you're working towards, like there's a setback that has knocked you off your confidence, knocked you off your roll. Okay, let me see. I was told to use this deck, even though this is not a love reading, but I'm going to do what I'm guided to do. So, can you tell me some more about this, please? What happened here? What happened? I just saw finances. Something about your finances. Wedding. Did someone like... Can you tell me about what happened? Date, regret, text message, fated meeting. There's that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the soulmate card was not meant to come out because I didn't see it until right there. I feel like there's people around you. I'm not so sure about this now. I'm not sure about that deck now, I'll be honest. I felt guided to do it, but now I'm like, I don't know. Friends. Okay, yeah. You have friends around you who maybe get in your head, maybe keep you in an energy of maybe making not great decisions, right? Who maybe don't encourage you to do better for yourself. Either way, it's like there's something that happened. Maybe some friends backstabbed you, betrayed you. I'm not sure. I want to see what good things are happening now. That's what I want to do. Spirit, how is this changing? Can you tell me what good things are coming in for this person? How is this changing for them? What change is happening for this amazing darling of mine going through this hard time? Changing. The Chariot. Oh my gosh. The Chariot came out 3 times. Cancer season could be significant. Maybe that's when this started. Or you could be a Cancer, or it could be completely irrelevant. The point is, the Chariot goes into battle with a plan to overcome it, but it's still headfirst into adversity, right? Yes, they do overcome it. They think about the end goal, right? It's not just... They don't just think about the battle, they think about the victory ahead, right? I feel like what they're trying to say here is this difficult time that you've been going through, it may feel like you are fighting for your life. That's what, and figuratively, or maybe not figuratively, maybe literally. You may feel like you have been fighting for your life, like you don't know, like everything just feels like a battle. And things are changing because what is now ahead is the victory at the other side of the battle, right? 7 of Cups. Okay, so you've been in a place of confusion, of not sure how to move forward because you have this anxiety. There's some trauma here from what has gone on. You don't know how to move forward. You've been stuck about, I don't know what to prioritize. 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you're moving past this energy. This is the current energy of someone who's in the heaps of hardship, right? Or has experienced a life of hardships, and now what they deal with is maybe PTSD or something like that, right? I feel like you're overcoming certain things. Like, I can't say PTSD because that's a medical thing, but death, rebirth. I just literally said that I felt like you were fighting for your life. Luckily, this is death, rebirth, right? This is you changing into a new person, you becoming a different person, right? You'll never be the same. that you have complained, you have changed completely. You have complained. Why did that one come out? Change is not easy, especially when it doesn't go the way that we want things to go, right? True success, true overcoming is being able to roll with the punches. I feel like you are learning how to roll with the punches, right? You're like, I don't have to stay stuck. I don't have to be defeated. I don't have to, succumb to my circumstances. I don't have to do that. And you are mentally aligning with getting out of this energy and becoming a new version of you. A new version of you changes everything around you, though. Don't be surprised if you are someone who grew up in poverty. You have to then surround yourself by people who are not in poverty. And it's not a judgmental thing. It's just like two vibrationally different. There's a poverty mindset and then there's an abundance mindset. And you can live in poverty and have an abundance mindset, right? But it's all about the attitude of the people around you. It's like maybe the people around you have a poverty mindset. So then if you start elevating what they want to do out of jealousy, out of feeling like now you think you're better than them type energy, they might want to try to knock you down a couple pegs. You might have people who then try to take a piece of what you have, right? And so I feel like this change could have been like a change to a friend dynamic, of a friend group, because it's like things completely changed where you thought you were supported, where you thought you were encouraged. You're finding out that these people were not for you, right? And it's just like, okay, on top of living how I've lived before and trying to change that, now I have to do it alone, maybe. You're changing who you are. You're changing everything about who you are. 9 of Cups. I love that came out. That is so good. That is pre-Empress energy. That is being filled with life force and abundance. That is an abundance mindset. Oh my gosh, you're protecting your peace. 7 of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Judgment. Judgment, 2 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Here's the deal. As hard as whatever you've gone through has been, you are getting very clear now on what you really do not want. Yes, there are some things that happen that don't feel great, right? It doesn't feel good when people leave us behind or people don't support us the way that we deserve. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue what you want to pursue. I saw 22 on the clock. 2222. I feel like you are realizing you don't need anyone's approval. That's just for some of you. Or you're just like, I'm not going to let anything knock me down. And the universe is going to reward that, because this is the elevation that you needed for this step in your life needed to come from within. No one else can do that change for you. It is from within. And so the universe is like, yay, you've done it. You are elevating. You're like on this higher vibration, right? You are facing your adversities with a level of hope and determination to overcome. And so they're just like so proud of you for protecting your peace. I feel like I'm being drawn to this. Yes, it looks like a crystal ball, but I'm this bubble around this person as people are trying to, basically knock her off her zen, trying to disturb her peace. She isn't even paying attention to it, and she is surrounded by spiritual protection, right? I feel like the universe is just like, if you knock these people out, maybe the people that you've wanted to come with you, the people that you've wanted to be there supporting you, that you want to take with you as you go into this new lifestyle, as you elevate in some way, you're realizing that it's not in your control. You only have control over you, right? And so this realization pop, like, okay, I've got to focus on my own happiness. I have to focus on my own goals. And whoever follows me, follows me. And whoever doesn't. I can't control that. And you are being surrounded and protected. And all of the abundance energy is being protected. And no one's going to knock you down, okay? I feel like you're being filled with love for life, right? This person, I love that they are both like in meditative states, okay? They are both in like meditative states. One feels like, getting mindful, getting grounded after a time of maybe turmoil, right? Getting centered maybe in the midst of chaos, right? This one is almost praising, right? This is spiritually being connected, feeling that oneness with the universe, but also like, thank you for everything that I have. Thank you for everything that I'm meant to be. Thank you for laying the path before me. Thank you for making opportunities available to me. So I see you just stepping into this wholeness in yourself, right? It's beautiful. Now, this is because you had to realize that you have to make a choice. You can't prioritize old situation, old circumstance, old lifestyle, old friends, whatever. You can't prioritize that and your own growth. You have no control over who comes with you, right? So you're choosing to level up. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing to change yourself, to focus on yourself. And look at this. Victory and reward. 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. This is you stepping into completely self-empowered energy, right? You're manifesting a new life for you. Yes, there has been heartache here with this 3 of Swords, but that has helped you to keep yourself to yourself, right? To save where you need to save, to rebuild, right? And it's closing out this cycle of this life that you have experienced before, this lifestyle that you've experienced before. It doesn't even have to be physical lifestyle. It can literally just be emotional, spiritual lifestyle. I love how this turned. Okay, let me see. Is there any advice that you want my darling to have during this time of change and transition as they are leaving their old life behind? Whoops. The 7 of Cups kind of moved and went over the Chariot. Oh, that's 7-7. 7-7-7. We got a lot of 7s on the board. So I feel like they're just, the message I just got from that little interaction there with those cards is like, don't let the battle confuse you, right? Don't let your hardships distract you from your end goal, right? Don't let it discourage you from your end goal, right? This is the discomfort of, a seed starting out as a seed, and then it starts sprouting and it has to break out of that shell, that seed shell, to grow and push its way through dirt. And it's like, are we ever going to reach sunlight? And then boom, you come out of the ground and you start sprouting, and it's, there's a time of discomfort, right? They don't want you to get lost in the dark there. I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're very mentally, I'm hearing fortitude. I don't even know like the proper use of that word. Like I would if someone else said it, like I would get it, but like, I don't know. I get kind of like in a spacey, bubbly energy whenever I do these readings, and I kind of forget words. So, okay, advice for my darling as they walk into this new sense of self. What is this? Queen of something. Queen of Swords. Okay, what else? Page of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. 9 of Cups reverse. Okay, this is very specific. Eight of Cups. 4 of Pentacles reverse. The Sun. Okay. The Sun. Justice. Death on bottom. Okay. Let me get my words together. Because I don't want to sound like a harsh biatch. I really don't. And it's not even towards you. There's going to be someone around you or people around you who want a piece of the pie when things start working for you. They will want you to help them out. They will feel like you owe them something. They will try to dangle that over there. Over your head. We've been friends for this long. I'm your sibling. I'm your parent. I'm your aunt. They will try to dangle some sort of you owing something to them. And Spirit wants you to protect your peace. Queen of Swords. Okay? You have to recognize some people want a handout, and it's okay to be generous, right? There's nothing wrong with generosity. There's a whole different energy to generosity and helping someone than enabling someone. And it's important to see when the universe guides you to help someone, Absolutely. When you feel that calling to help someone, absolutely. If you feel guilted into helping someone, that's not the universe guiding you into that. Okay, there's someone around you who basically wants you to help them in some way, financially possibly, but this person is very sporadic. They are not someone who's going to do anything good with that, right? This person is honestly like not even dedicated or devoted to you equally. If the tables were turned, they would not help you. And I'm not saying that you should only help people if they will help you. Not at all. Like I said, when you feel called and drawn from a soul level, when you feel compelled out of a desire to be generous to someone, then that is the universe calling you to do that. That is your soul calling you to do that. Absolutely. Don't give to someone just because they're guilting you, okay? Because this person will continually do this. It's like feeding a stray cat, and like, no judgment. I love cats, and oh gosh, I would feed every stray cat if I could. Like, yeah. And then I just have a house full of stray cats, and that's great. Not really. Okay. This person is not an abundant person. They don't have an abundance mindset, and that leaks over into their friendships, into their relationships. They don't want anyone to have an abundance mindset. They don't want anyone to feel good. They live, misery loves company, and this person wants your company, okay? So, this person might try to convince you to return with this Eight of Cups and Four of Pentacles, right? You may have left, you may have separated in some way, and so it's like this guilt trip energy of come back and help me. You owe this to me. You owe this to me. Why are you saving all that money for yourself when you could be helping me? What do you need all that for? What do you need this for, right? That's the sort of energy I'm getting. And it's just like, you have to, new self, new version of you deserves to be happy, okay? And there are people around you who find issues with that, with this Justice card. This pisses people off, and they don't want that for you with the Death card. They don't want you to be happy, okay? You need to be clear about that, and that doesn't mean be hateful in return. That doesn't mean wish anything ill upon them. You can reject helping someone who is just taking advantage. You can reject enabling people without wishing anyone harm. Those are not like the same thing, right? So, okay. Man, I don't know who you have around you. I kind of want to figure that out real quick, and then I'll close it out with healing energy oracles for you. Spirit, can you tell me about this person or people around them, maybe who's trying to cause this change, trying to cause you to stop believing in my darling, trying to get them off their game, trying to get in their head. I mean, Friends is right here on the bottom of that one deck. I feel like that was the only card I needed to see. Can you tell me about this person? I left that one out. Is that important? High vibrational energy. They want you to be very conscious of your thoughts, okay? High vibrational, I have a hard time understanding that. It's easier for me to say, the belief in what you want, the belief in who you are, the belief in who you want to be, okay? Stay in the belief of who you are going to be and believe that you are destined for that, okay? That would be the equivalent to high vibrational energy, aligning with the vibration of the person that you want to be, of the version of self that you want to be. Okay, can you tell me about this person? The timing isn't right. Judgmental energy. There's a deficit of some kind, good intentions. I also think, okay, this person isn't aware of their own energy, okay? They aren't aware of their own authority in their own life. They aren't aware. The divine is at work here. Okay, I understand. Vindicated energy. Healing is needed. Okay, you leveling up, you changing, you transforming yourself. You becoming a different version of yourself that maybe doesn't align with them is triggering this person, okay? They are not consciously aware of it. So I don't want to paint this person like they are just maliciously trying to get after you. I know that's kind of like how it came out. That's, yeah, it's not really true. They have good intentions. It's just they don't know any different, okay? The thing is that you are a catalyst for this person or these people awakening to their potential. Now, at first, because people are comfortable where they are at, even if they're uncomfortable, that's triggering for them. They don't want you to change your thought process. They don't want you to change your life unconsciously, because then that challenges their own belief systems. If they have to witness you doing something different than what they think or believe, and that it works out for you, then they will have a choice within them. And it will become conscious at that point. They can either stay very, unconscious, 111 on the clock, and stay in judgmental energy, or they can say, okay, well, if so-and-so could do this, maybe I could do it, right? That's where I feel like if you bail this person out under a guise of guilt, right? If you feed into that, then you are enabling their current state of self, right? And if you want to help people around you to elevate the way that you are elevating, then you have to let them do the change on their own. Okay? This person, they're going to try to basically say that you're spending way too much time doing what you're doing, what this timing isn't right. They're basically, that might be another form of them trying to guilt you, is like, you never spend time with me anymore. And you just have to recognize, like, yes, there's a balance to be had. Okay, absolutely. But you have to do what you need to do. And the people who support you support that, okay? This person, it almost feels like they require you to feel some type of way, and that's totally dysfunctional. People need to be good and independent on their own without anyone else, with like medical needs aside, okay? Medical needs are a completely different thing. Now, Spirit, the universe, is working on this person through you. Your life transformation is the divine working through you to heal them, okay? So that's why it's like you have to separate yourself from like a codependent energy that will try to bail someone out or enable them, because then you're only feeding their current problem, right? And sometimes the best way that we can love people is to not encourage them or enable them in current thought processes, behaviors that are not good for them, right? Even if it really sucks. Withdrawal really sucks. I don't know why withdrawal just came out. Withdrawal is not fun. It's painful. It's awful, right? But it's necessary to get clean, right? That's necessary. It's not love to sort of feed someone something that is not good for them. Okay. That's where I'm going to leave it. Let's get you some healing energy oracles for this and for your goodness going forward. I'm so proud of you for elevating. I'm so proud of you. You are so powerful, so strong. You are like really setting a path for the people around you. So try not to get into your head whenever they try to downplay it, when they try to make you feel like you're doing something wrong or you're not doing the right thing. Stay on your path, okay? Because you will inadvertently be helping them to leveling up their own life, okay? Open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. I love that. I love it. One step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. Harmony. I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I was talking so much about it feeling hard to be present and be content in present moment at the beginning of this reading. I was talking about romanticizing the past or looking forward to things being different in the future. It's so funny that 2 cards now have talked about being in the present moment. Okay, sorry. Squirrel brain. All right. I calm my thoughts. I focus my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. I love this for you. I hope that this really resonated for you, that you see the light at the end of the tunnel and that you are that light, right? That you are that seed sprouting and pushing its way through the soil to the sunlight. Just keep doing what you're doing because amazing things are ahead and you are then setting the path for amazing things in the lives of everyone around you, okay? This was a long one. Okay, I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Tomorrow is Thoughtful Thursday. We're going to see what people think about you. Hopefully different people. Okay. Maybe completely different, scenario. I don't know. Anyways, I hope to see you then. If not, have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of the week, whatever, or a wonderful life. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta!